Ni hao. Welcome to our video on the platform of knowledge.
I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands in which we are meeting today and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging.
格里菲斯大学承认我们相遇这片土地的传统监护人，并向他们过去和现在的长老表示敬意。同时，我们也对所有原住民和托雷斯海峡岛民表达敬意。
The Platform for Knowledge will host a self-paced online skills program and virtual resources showcasing cultural aspects and business excellence of Indigenous Australia. Our webinars and hybrid networking events and symposium enable students and scholars from Greater China and those in Australia to meet Indigenous leaders and business people and ask questions virtually or in person. Why is this important? In most cases, when Chinese students visit Australian shores for their study abroad experience, unless they choose to take up an elective subject, the educational opportunities for Chinese students and scholars to gain an in-depth understanding of First Peoples culture and history are scarce. How do we aim to achieve our goal? Through our self-paced First Nations skills program, accessible from anywhere in the world, and online resources, we aim to not only improve educational opportunities and awareness of Australian First Peoples culture, such as the meaning of welcome to country, storytelling and yarning circles, but we also plan to use these resources as a platform to promote and showcase Australian First Peoples culture to Chinese students and scholars. The webinars will help to develop ongoing connections between the two cultures. We will offer 4 face-to-face networking events, 1 in Melbourne, 2 in country on the Gold Coast, and 1 in Brisbane, enabling the sharing of Indigenous knowledge and culture, and a symposium to hear more from Indigenous leaders and elders. Wider benefits of these resources and events will also assist in projecting a positive image of Australian First Nations culture and business excellence principles to the Chinese people and surrounding communities, in the aim to close the gap in preserving and promoting the histories, culture and traditions of First People in Australia. So what, you might ask? Teaching Chinese students about First Peoples history, values and culture allows them to deepen their knowledge of the history of Australia and to develop an understanding of cultural difference and respect for diversity and inclusion. The lack of understanding of Australian culture is prevalent, particularly amongst international students. The opportunities the Platform of Knowledge creates will serve as a powerful tool to promote and preserve Australian First Nations culture among future generations, both nationally and internationally. During one of the 7 webinars, students and scholars from Greater China will hear from Indigenous leaders in a yarning circle style of delivery and will have the opportunity to network with invited Indigenous students who will hold breakout rooms during the session and chat with other students and talk about their culture and history. We will bring students and scholars on country in Queensland and Victoria where they can network with elders and business people. During the symposium in Year 2, we will host leaders and entrepreneurs who have established Indigenous businesses and showcase excellence in business. Chinese students who are still in China can also still hear from Indigenous elders and meet Indigenous students and share stories during the symposium online. This will enable students and scholars still in Greater China to hear from Indigenous leaders. At the symposium, for those students who participated in the Self-Paced First Nations Skills Programme, they will receive their digital badge. The digital badge will be showcased on their social media. The team for Platform of Knowledge is a diverse multicultural team with relations with Indigenous communities within Australia and with Chinese universities and businesses and associations. Some members of the team are Indigenous from Australia and also from Greater China. The team have led multiple DFAT-funded projects, AORCs, Advanced Queensland grants and many other projects to success. The members of the team have had impact from their projects resulting in educational, social and economic benefits to the participants and wider communities. Thank you.